One pull of the trigger. That's all it took. A plan to kill a rival turned into the murder of a child. An 11-year-old boy caught in the middle of a war he didn't even know existed. His name was Froylan Villegas, and his death revealed the devastating cost of gang violence in America. In cities across the United States, street gangs thrive on power, territory, and fear. For them, violence is the language of respect. Retaliation is the currency of survival. And in Albuquerque, New Mexico, this cycle of revenge left one family destroyed. September 6, 2023. Families poured out of Isotopes Park after a baseball game. Among them was the Villegas family. Froylan Villegas, his cousin Tatiana, his mother Maria, and his 3-month-old brother. A night that should have ended with smiles. But as their car left the stadium, 3 men were waiting in the shadows. Daniel Gomez, Jose Romero, and Nathen Garley. Tragedy struck. Froylan's family's white pickup truck became the target of a brutal drive-by shooting. To their shooters, it wasn't a family vehicle. It was a rival gang member's car. Bullets ripped through the night. In seconds, Froylan's life was stolen. His cousin Tatiana critically injured, and his family left shattered forever. But who pulled the trigger? And why was the family caught in the crossfire of gang war they had nothing to do with?
She got shot in the rib. We have a secondary victim, female, about 25 years of age, shot in the ribs and possibly the arm. We started 4655. I don't.
This is all I got. Chest seals, right? Hey, hold on real quick.
Tatiana has been shot 5 times, and she's in a critical condition. She was rushed to the hospital by the paramedics as her family watched in agony and disbelief.
I swear of God, we're good people. We don't do anything to anybody. They probably think it was somebody else.
How's my son? Please tell me. Yes, you guys.
I do not know. They're working on it right now. Stay here, okay?
Oh, please.
Did they see him though?
I don't know. I know the ambulance is working on it.
Okay, what did you see?
I saw the lady coming out of the cart and she was running to distribute the baby in her arms.
What lady?
The mom of the baby.
In the truck?
Yeah, she goes out and she was trying to wake him up, get him up, you know. And then she came to the truck and she stopped us and she said, "Call the cops, my son's been shot."
Did you see anything at all before that? Did you hear anything?
No, just going some traffic was coming going.
You were in the truck too?
I was driving.
Okay.
11-year-old Froylan was pronounced dead at the scene. He was shot on the head. He was sitting in the back seat of the truck. The bullet killed him upon impact.
This is what I have so far. Okay.
Watching Turkey, they were at the game, and then mom, who was in the truck,
Yeah.
they were driving westbound, and this car, they said that she started shooting at them from I don't know where. It was a black Jeep Cherokee traveling westbound. Last time it was seen was here, Redbird.
Okay. I've got a casing right there.
She said there was a guy out of the sunroof with what looked like a rifle. I have the male in the truck. His name's Froylan Villegas. He was born in 2012.
So he's 11.
Yeah. So Tatiana Villegas was the female driver. She was COT to UNMH.
How old is she?
She was born in 99.
Okay, so she's
She's an adult.
That's not her kid though?
That's not her kid.
Is that her brother, or how are they
I think
related?
it's her niece.
So niece and nephew.
Niece and nephew of her. And she was in the back seat with her son, Pablo Villegas.
So mom of this 1030, who's 10-7, was in the truck with him.
Yes, in the back seat.
And female passenger who got shot 3 times was sitting
I'll
there.
walk those.
In the
Yes.
driver's seat.
Okay, she was driving. Mom was in the back seat.
Yes. Of her aunt.
And they just started shooting.
That's what
for no
she,
reason.
That's what she's saying.
I'm not sure what all information you guys got. I was right there in the fucking crossfire. We did not get hit or nothing.
Did you get a good look at the person who was shooting?
I did not know this video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were you guys at? Did you hear anything?
Yeah, because we were walking that way, and then once we get over there, we see a black Durango walk this way, and it had 60 windows, and then after it gets right here, we still see like five gunshots, like 3 or 4.
Did you guys see anybody in the car?
No, they had all their windows up.
Police worked quickly. Witnesses came forward. Surveillance cameras painted the picture. And soon the names Daniel Gomez, Jose Romero, and Nathen Garley were tied to the crime. 3 men hardened by gang life who had mistaken a family for an enemy. Detectives would later uncover the shooters were members of a violent Riverside area gang. Their target wasn't Froylan or his family. It was a man named Isaiah, believed to be a rival gang member. Isaiah owned a truck nearly identical to the Villegas families. That simple similarity, a vehicle's color, its make, its presence in the wrong neighborhood, was enough to seal a child's fate. When Isaiah was brought in for questioning, detectives pressed him about his affiliations, his rivals, and why someone would want him dead.
Information about what's your girlfriend's name? Sabrina and her boyfriend, which we did find had an argument with a rival gang member. Okay.
I'm not from gang at all.
Okay. This is how it brought me. I'm not here to point fingers.
No, I understand. That's fine.
And that person who had that argument with you, we'll see the whole gang portion of it now. Okay. Wanted to shoot you. The information is very specific that you had a similar colored vehicle to my victim's vehicle.
Okay.
And looking up your vehicle, your information, you own in your history a Dodge Crew Cab white pickup truck, whatever you call it. With that, do you have anything to say about that? Does anyone in front of you argue it?
No, I went home with bad, you know what I mean? I didn't, nothing like happened while I was like around the week.
Okay.
So like he mentioned, like you're not in trouble, right? Yeah. The investigation led us to believe that you could help us out. I can tell you hesitated with it, right? So what drug do you do?
I just went around.
Yeah.
This is the crew car?
Is that the quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thinks somebody wanted to hurt you.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure of that. Okay. So, but we know that you had an argument with somebody. Okay. And I know that other person wanted to hurt you, but I think they hurt somebody else who tended to try to hurt you.
Oh, really?
So Blake wasn't there, huh?
I don't know what that is.
Risk either. Jose, Nathan.
On camera, you can see Isaiah shaken, insisting he had nothing to do with the shooting. Detectives noticed Isaiah wasn't ready to give them any information about the suspects. He keeps claiming he knows nothing about the shooting and doesn't know who the suspects are. He even denied being a gang member. Later, after the suspects was caught, police saw a text Isaiah wrote to Nathen Garley saying you shot the wrong truck. It was all gang games. He didn't want to be accused of snitching. Police has to let Isaiah go since he has refused to share the identity of his rival and claiming he knows nothing about the shooting. For Izala, the chilling truth set in. An innocent family had been mistaken for him. While suspects hid behind D-nails, Tatiana lay in a hospital bed, fighting for her life. Doctors told her she was paralyzed from the chest down. 5 bullets had torn through her body. In her testimony later, Tatiana described the nightmare.
Hello, Tatiana. My name's David. I'm gonna go easy with you, okay? Pleasure meeting you. Okay, sorry it's meeting you in such a way. The reason why we're here is I'm the primary detective handling you and your nephew's case. Okay.
So all I heard was like boom, boom, boom. And then I turned and looked at my auntie and I was like, did we hit something? Or that's when I just saw my body go numb, like my stomach.
Okay. So you said you heard the distinct of boom, boom, boom. Okay. When the car started to pass you, when you're looking at the car, could you see over the top of the cab of the car? Was it higher than you, or was it lower?
No, it was like after like the shots, I did stop, and then that's when I saw the guy at the top. Shooting.
Okay, the guy on the top shooting. Okay. Did you ever see the driver of that car? No. Okay. When the car went by, how many people were shooting at you?
I only saw the guy whenever he passed again. He was at the top. I only saw him.
You only saw one guy.
One
Okay.
guy shooting, and he was standing up on top of the sunroof.
The police didn't back out, and shortly Nathen Garley was caught on his way home from Las Vegas. Later, Jose Romero was also caught, and they were arrested and charged for the murder of 11-year-old Froylan Villegas. Although the suspect was still on the run, Daniel Gomez. And shortly after the arrest of Jose Romero and Nathen Garley, Daniel Gomez decided to turn himself in.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
I want to speak with the attorney first. Something that, I just would feel comfortable with someone present with me that knows more about legally. It's not like, because I'm here to talk to you guys. There's a reason I came to you guys. Yeah. So I feel like I would feel more comfortable with someone that knows more about these things.
No, it's absolutely fine. With that, we're done. I can't go any further. I'll be direct with you. You're under arrest. You've been charged with an open count of murder. Numerous other shooting from a motor vehicle, attempted murder. I understand each one of you have the same charges. Each one of you.
So I got a question. Just a question.
That's fine. I can answer questions.
If I was to speak to you guys today, what would happen exactly? I want to do this because it isn't right what happened, and you guys need to know.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I do this, my family gonna die. That's my question.
Of course, Daniel was willing to talk. He claimed he has been receiving threats from the opposition gang. He now has only one option: tell his own side of the story. But he's scared about his family's safety. He said, if I do this, my family's gonna die. It could be a complete fabrication.
You could solidify some of that stuff. That may help you. You might be able to solidify some of your statements of the threats to you.
Well, it all started about 10 o'clock in the morning. I had asked a friend who was by risk if he wanted to go have some dinner. When he picked me up, there was another guy, they call him Blick. I have known Risk for a long time, known like his family and stuff, but I've never known his friends, so. We had finished up eating, and then we went to play some games at his house. We leave his house, we're headed towards the game, everything's okay. We get to the game. So we start heading to our seats when I didn't really know the situation. All I knew is that a dude, he goes by the name of, or at least that I know is Boston Dinero. I guess they had told me he had robbed Brisk for one of his chains or whatever. So when we see them, I don't know what's really going on. Blake and that Bostonetto guy are kind of smiling at each other. All of a sudden, that guy starts heading towards the far exit where it says, "Hey, we have to go." I said, "Why?" He says, "Because I have to go pick up my daughter, so we have to go." Blake says, he turns to Risk and he says, "Hey, that fool's circling around with some homies with the Mac looking for us." So they jumped in the car and they pulled up to me and they told me to get in. We were about to leave. I was like, "Hey, can you just take me home? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling comfortable." He's like, "Just hold up. We're looking for somebody real quick." And I was like, "Who?" And he just kept saying, my cousin. There was a truck, a white truck, Dodge truck. And Blake goes, there's that truck." I was like, "You don't even know if that's the right truck." I said, "Stop acting like an idiot." I said, "Riz, take me home." Riz like took off and I ducked and I screamed no, and he jumped out the sunroof and he just started shooting them. And so they flew all the way back to Riz, and I was crying. I said, you guys gotta let me go home, you know? And that's when Blake turned around and he told me, he said, "If you tell anyone about this, go to anyone. I know where your grandma stays and I know where you stay." And I told him I wouldn't say nothing.
Daniel had now claimed that he had nothing to do with the shooting and feared because his life was in danger, shifting the blames to Nathen Garley.
And it's haunted me. It was just an innocent baby. And I told those fools no. They just wouldn't let me out the car. I just wanted to get out the car. I didn't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that situation at all, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I was just so scared for my life. I'm still scared. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. These guys have a lot of money, a lot of power. It's not funny, it's scary. At this point, I don't care what's been said about me. That little boy needs justice. He needs justice. For what the fuck happened to him, no kid should ever have to go through that. That's why I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing right now.
Was it Risk who cocked the gun?
No, it was Blake who cocked the gun. Risk was driving the car.
Risk was driving.
Risk kind of was doing the same thing I was, telling him no. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. And he didn't give a fuck. You just get it.
No remorse. It's like he had done it before. It was like he was already used to it. To him, it was nothing but a little adrenaline rush.
The men were charged of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, shooting at or from a motor vehicle, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, aggravated assault, a deadly weapon. The case sent shockwaves across New Mexico. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham declared a public health emergency over youth gun violence. Firearms were temporarily banned in parks and playgrounds. The city of Albuquerque mourned, demanding change. Froylan's story became more than just a headline. It became a symbol of the innocent lives lost to gang violence. A call for communities to fight back against a cycle of revenge and mistake identities.